Country Crossing developer Ronnie Gilley talks about a proposed state gambling bill. Details in a live report coming up. Mike?
The four-laning of Highway 84 here in the city of Elba is finally coming to reality, and it means that businesses are starting to pop up along it. Details here on News 4.
In a hearing in Coffee County for the Fort Rucker civilian firefighter charged with sodomy unveils some disturbing evidence. Stay with us. Your news starts right now.
From your hometown news leader, this is WTVY News 4 at 5.
A bill introduced in the Alabama legislature could tax legal gambling operations in the state. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Reginald Jones. Thank you for joining us for News 4 at 5 today. The bill would regulate and tax electronic bingo in Alabama, but Governor Bob Riley has several issues with the bill. In a statement released yesterday, the governor said bingo brings, quote, misery, crime, and corruption to the state. This morning, News 4's Patrick Claiborne met with Ronnie Gilley, who is one of the biggest supporters of the bill, to talk about the governor's comments. He joins us live now from our newsroom with more on this. Patrick?
Ronnie Gilley said he had a positive answer to any statement that the governor made that was negative about legal electronic bingo. Gilley says he and others in the state are in full support of the bingo bill introduced yesterday that would define what bingo really is. It would also institute a taxation plan for bingo and make it difficult for small operations to open, say, a bingo parlor without making certain investments. The bill will also call for the creation of a state gaming commission. Governor Riley said in his release yesterday that he finds it odd for people who support bingo that they would want to limit others from doing so. He also said that citizens have already voted down gambling in Alabama, and proponents of the bill need to understand that.
We all know that was many years ago, and they were voting on a state lottery. My response to that, Patrick, would be, what about yes, don't you understand? Because the people of Alabama have voted 18 different times yes to bingo.
And of course, that was Ronnie Gilley there making reference to several counties with current bingo legislation. I did have a chance to talk with State Representatives Losie Baker and Terry Spicer today. Both said the bills in the House and Senate will be heavily scrutinized, with Spicer saying the current economic situation will definitely play a role in the decision. Reg?
All right. Thanks a lot, Patrick. Now, if you'd like to read the proposed bill, we have it available for you on our web channel, WTVY.com. Our first appearance hearing was held this afternoon in Enterprise for a Fort Rucker civilian firefighter. Now, the court heard some new disturbing developments in the sex case. Joe Contreras faces one count of first-degree sodomy on a child, but a prosecutor with the State Attorney General's office says the investigation has revealed that Contreras had a journal. It allegedly contains a death list. The 42-year-old Enterprise man allegedly planned to kill several high-profile officials and then himself. Additional charges will reportedly be filed. District Judge Paul Sherling ordered that Contreras be held without bond until a psychological exam can be performed. He remains in the Coffee County Jail. A Bay County man has been arrested in connection with the death of a baby. 21-year-old Ricky Reynolds is charged with aggravated manslaughter and 2 counts of child neglect. Police say Reynolds bundled a 7-month-old up in a blanket, put the baby's twin in a crib, and left a 2-year-old on a mattress while he went to the store. Reynolds allegedly bought 3 32-ounce beers and drank all of them before preparing dinner. When he finally checked on the children, the 7-month-old in the blanket was not responsive. An autopsy is being performed to determine the exact cause of death. A federal appeals court has upheld most of the bribery and corruption charges against former Alabama Governor Don Siegelman and all of the charges against former Health South CEO Richard Scrushy. A 3-judge panel of the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Atlanta struck down 2 of the 7 charges that Siegelman was convicted of and ordered a new sentencing hearing, but it upheld key bribery, conspiracy, and obstruction charges against him. The court upheld also all 6 counts against Scrushy in a bribery scheme with Siegelman when he was governor. Siegelman was sentenced to more than 7 years. Scrushy is serving almost 7. The former Alabama governor says he's disappointed with the ruling. He told supporters via email that he'll continue to fight his conviction and still expect to win. An Ozark mobile home dealership hit by burglars last month has been hit again. Someone broke into 7 units at Showcase Homes a couple of weeks ago, taking furniture, appliances, and accent pieces. They were valued at more than $8,000. Now, police say 7 more units were burglarized last night. Authorities have leads in the case and believe there is more than one person involved. Anyone with information about either burglary should call Crime Stoppers at 774-9999. State Treasurer Kay Ivey is urging parents not to pull money out of Alabama's prepaid college tuition plan before its board can meet on March 24th. That's when the board will consider its options for coping with plunging assets. Ivey said today parents who pulled out of the program could face tax consequences because of the tax breaks that come with participating in the program. The prepaid affordable college tuition plan has nearly 49,000 participants. About 12,000 of them are currently in college. The program's assets have fallen by 45% since September of 2007 because of the downturn in the economy. Liabilities now far exceed assets. Now, Ivey said the plan's board will hold a hearing March 12th in Montgomery to get parents' input about what should be done. The expansion of Highway 84 in Elba is already paying dividends. News 4's Mike Span tells us various retailers are opening, anticipating a bright future.
Work is underway to widen the Elba bypass as part of the state's long-anticipated project to four-lane Highway 84 to the Georgia state line. Local officials say a truck stop and several other businesses are under construction. In these dim economic times, here's a ray of sunshine.
We've got 4 or 5 retail businesses located on the bypass at the present time, and we're anticipating some more in the near future.
Here in Elba, we spoke to several store managers as well as business owners, and they say basically the four-laning of Highway 84 is one of the main reasons why they located here. Several months ago, Shannon Gibbs opened a women and child shoe store in a mall along the bypass. She says despite the economy, business is good.
Right now, I'm still doing well. We have our slow times, but right now, I'm doing pretty good. It's going real good right now, I can say.
Location, or one of the main reasons we picked this location, is the ease of access with the new bypass and the opportunity it will allow our customers to get in and out of our location.
Local officials say the four-laning may increase developer interest for a housing subdivision in the area. In Elba, Mike Span, WTVY News 4.
Now, over the years, economic development has been concentrated on improving transportation needs in western Coffee County. Well, starting tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., lifeguards will be present at several regional beach accesses in South Walton County, Florida. Now, some of the areas include our Inlet Beach, Santa Clara, Blue Mountain, Dune Allen, and Miramar Beach public beach accesses. The beach safety program is funded by the beaches of South Walton through tourist occupancy tax. It's paid by visitors and implemented by the South Walton Fire District. Mission of both organizations is to provide an aggressive beach safety program that focuses heavily on education, prevention, and emergency response. Well, certainly another beautiful day here in the Wiregrass. Perfect beach weather. What can we expect for the weekend? Well, let's check in with meteorologist Connor Vernon for a first check on our weather tonight. Connor?
I think that beach fever has already started. It seemed like it was crowded around the circle today with a lot of folks heading to 231. Yeah, it's going to be a super weekend. Whether you are anywhere in the state of Alabama or Georgia or even Mississippi or Florida, terrific weather for us. Look at Dothan's temperature right now, 73. Upper 60s along the beach with a little breeze blowing there. Warming temperatures over the next couple of days. Next chance for rain is way into next week. You can take a look outside and see we've got plenty of blue sky and a little breeze blowing the flag out there. Here's the great news for us. Lots of clear skies, nice mild nights, and warming temperatures. Actually, way above average for us for this time of the year, Reg. We'll talk more about that in just a couple of moments. Of course, this is the big weekend. Sunday morning is when we spring ahead. We'll talk more about that also.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, Connor. Well, yesterday we began our part 1 of our special series of Fortune for Fame. We looked at the Great American Model and Talent Search. The group came to Dothan earlier this year. Now today, we're going to take a look a little deeper into the history of the search and its parent company, Aquarian Associates. Also, we'll hear from a parent who was asked to leave the open casting call because, as she puts it, she asked too many questions.
These kind of places that go from town to town, what they do is they do something that any person can do. They collect a certain amount of money and then they put you in contact with these people, you know? But you could get yourself in contact with these people just by going to Google.
We'll have part 2 of a Fortune for Fame coming up tonight on News 4 at 6. Well, it is worse than expected. The latest monthly employment figures show companies continue to slash jobs. And spring break is coming up for many schools across the country. We're going to tell you how the Sunshine State is making it easier to drive to your beach destination. Those stories and more when we come back. Stay with us.
Okay, Monica, kitchen cabinets, pop, doors, and flooring. Got your walkie-talkies? Go!
Mom, beautiful cabinets.
Gene, great savings.
Right now, get ceramic tile starting at 59 cents a square foot, snap lock laminate flooring starting at 69 cents a square foot, and 12-foot vinyl flooring starting at 44 cents a square foot.
Saving.
Nice.
The penny, seemingly small, but now witness the new power of the penny. Penny Pizza. Call or come in for Pizza Hut's Penny Pizza Deal. Get a medium topping for just a penny when you order any large pizza at menu price. The Penny Pizza Deal by Pizza Hut. Now you're eating. Pizza Hut's new Tuscany lasagna was a hit in Italy. New Tuscany lasagna from Pizza Hut. Over 3 pounds of lasagna feeds 4 for just $14.99 with breadsticks. Delivered only by Pizza Hut. Now you're eating.
This very important message is for families of those who ever worked on ships or in shipyards, including Navy veterans. Asbestos was often used on ships. Asbestos can cause cancer many years after exposure, including a serious type of lung cancer called mesothelioma. If someone in your family ever worked on ships or in shipyards and died of cancer or has cancer now, your family could receive a large cash settlement. Call 800-291-0050.
For weather updates between our newscasts, tune to My 103.9. You're watching WTVY News 4 at 5 with Reginald Jones and meteorologist Connor Vernon.
The unemployment line keeps getting longer. With more Americans out of work and fewer spending money, it could be an uphill battle to get the economy back on track. Alexis Christoforous has the story.
The waves of layoffs just keep on coming. The unemployment rate is now a staggering 8.1%. More than 650,000 people lost their jobs last month. Now, 12.5 million Americans are out of work.
I don't need to tell the people of this state what statistics like this mean.
President Obama insists his stimulus package will help turn things around. He pointed out it's already creating jobs for 25 police recruits graduating today in Ohio.
And because of this plan, stories like the one we're celebrating here in Columbus will soon take place all across this nation.
Here on Wall Street, traders took the latest unemployment figures in stride. They say they were braced for the bad news and are actually relieved the numbers weren't even worse.
As bad as it was, and as frightening as these numbers are, I think it was pretty much built in.
The hardest hit sectors are construction, factory, and office workers. All across the country, thousands are crowding into job fairs.
It's just that it's so competitive right now.
And the competition is only going to get tougher. The unemployment rate is expected to keep climbing into 2011. Alexis Christoforous, CBS News, Wall Street.
Florida's unemployment rate continues its rapid rise. State officials said today the rate jumped a full percentage point to 8.6% in January. That's the highest the jobless rate has been in more than 16 years. And there is a bright spot in all this bad economic news. The #1 retailer, Walmart, rang up strong February sales. Shoppers continue to trade down to the discount chain to buy necessities like cheaper groceries. Walmart is doing so well in the recession, it actually raised its dividend it pays to stockholders by 15%. We have a road closure to tell you about. The Houston County Engineer's Office is going to be closing West Cook Road from Battles to Malvern Roads to replace a cross drain. It's going to be Monday, March 19th and March 9th rather, and it's going to last for about 2 weeks, weather permitting. The road will be open to only local traffic. Well, Travelocity has named South Florida, Orlando, Tampa Bay, and Fort Myers as top spring break destinations for 2009. As millions of spring breakers travel throughout the Sunshine State, the Florida Department of Transportation encourages drivers to call 511 or visit the fl511.com website before getting on the road. Then the system will help you save time by informing you of congestion and road conditions. And by learning about the traffic conditions before traveling, you can make informed decisions to take an alternate route or change your departure time. By avoiding congestion, you don't waste time by idling in stop-and-go traffic. The free phone and internet system provide real-time information on traffic conditions, construction, and updates, and severe weather alerts. Well, meteorologist Connor Vernon is going to be in a few minutes. He'll have your complete 4-1 forecast. And now women have another choice when getting breast cancer screening. We'll tell you about that later. Right now, here's a look at today's stocks.
My perfect match? Strong, dependable, makes me feel comfortable. Oh, easy on the eyes.
Need new furniture? With great values plus hometown service and budget-friendly finance options, you'll find your perfect match at Badcock. Get $200 worth of free accessories with a qualifying purchase. And for credit you can actually get, Badcock makes it easy.
Badcock more makes it easy.
Let's talk about the joys of apartment living. Did you know Alpha gives special discounts on your auto and renter's insurance when you have both with us? It's something that might come in handy one day. Let's talk about tomorrow.
If you see abuse or neglect, learn what you can do at BeHumane.org.
The Forewarn Desktop Alert System, sponsored by Wiregrass Hospice. Meteorologist Connor Vernon in the Forewarn Storm Center.
Just in case you have not heard, this is the weekend that we spring forward. Sunday morning, 2 o'clock. Of course, you don't have to do it at 2 o'clock. You can do it before you go to bed on Saturday night. But you lose an hour of sleep. It's not my favorite night of the year, I'll tell you. However, coming up in our For Your Health segment, in just a couple of moments, we'll have some tips on how you can deal with losing that hour of sleep. And that's coming up in just a couple of minutes right here. Look at the great weather we had today. Not as blue looking here as it was outside, though, because of the sun's angle and time of day and camera position, one thing after another. But just a terrific day. Got a good little breeze blowing with the flag blowing there, and we anticipate that we'll have another breeze tomorrow afternoon. So we'll have plenty of sunshine. We're going to start off with some fog in the morning, just like we did this morning. Should be burned off about 8:30 or 9, though. And for the most part, when you look at what's been happening, you don't find any clouds of any consequence, just those high, thin ones for the most part. I saw a couple of cumulus clouds out there today, but not enough moisture in them to put those black bottoms on them and those real tall, bright white tops. That's going to be the pattern for us right up into Tuesday. However, once we get into Tuesday, you're going to start to see more clouds, and that is going to set the stage for at least a chance for some showers on Wednesday for us. Right now in Blakely, Georgia, it's 74. Blountstown's at 66, as is St. Joe. Panama City 67, Destin's at 65 right now, Geneva's at 73, 71 in Enterprise, 71 in Ozark, Dothan's at 73 right now. That's why I said earlier in the news that regardless of where you were in the state of Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, even Florida, it's in for a great weekend. And Reg had mentioned earlier in the newscast, spring break for a lot of folks. Boy, it's going to be terrific. We'll have just enough sunshine to keep everybody happy. Not going to have any rain associated with this, and not only are we enjoying nice weather, but once you go out to the west, you can see nice weather out there too, certainly when it comes to temperatures. And when it comes to the chance for snow up in the extreme northeast, pushing out through the Maine area, and then in some of the areas of the Rockies, but nothing like the big snowstorm that they had last week. So when you look at the pattern here, you're going to see that we don't have any rain coming our way. We're watching some clouds in this area, but that's quite a ways from us, and it's going to take a couple of days for any sort of weather system to come in, give us a chance to fire off some showers of any consequence at all. We're going to watch this little area right here, which is way back on the upper left-hand corner of your screen there. There's a little low-pressure area developing out there. We're going to watch and see, but notice that is a warm front right up there, way up there. That means it's pushing warm air that way. So not only are we going to continue to stay warm, it's going to continue to stay warm all the way out west. So for us, clear, mild. We will have foggy conditions after about 2 o'clock in the morning. And again, stretch through the early part of the day. 50 for an early morning low in the morning. And then tomorrow, after we get done with the Apache fog early in the day, we're looking for it to be sunny and actually a little bit warmer. Now, we made it into the low to mid 70s pretty easily today. We'll check the temperature and see how high we got a little bit later on. We hope you'll join us for that. But 78's a good, really a good high for tomorrow for most of our area, except right along the beach where, of course, the little sea breeze takes into effect. Water temperatures at 58, seas going to be running 2 to 4 feet in open water. And then this is our forecast. Spring forward early on Sunday morning. And then you'll take a look there and you'll see temperature 80 on Sunday, 80 on Monday. And then those clouds come in on Tuesday. And that's going to give us our first chance for showers in a while on Wednesday. It's been a while since we've had some good rain. We went through a couple of big downpours. Last week, but we need some rain here.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like we're going to have any in our area until Wednesday.
Now, you mentioned putting your clock forward.
Yes.
Before you go to bed. Also a good time to check your
batteries.
Batteries and your smoke detector.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Sure.
Well, coming up on News 4 at 5, people across the Wiregrass are invited to have a great time and help a good cause. It's all at the same time this weekend. I'll tell you about the annual event in a moment. And sometimes marriage can be a heartbreaker for some women in more ways than one. Both those stories ahead and for your help.
Need help with your budget? Go with CenturyTel high-speed internet for only $14.95 a month and save $350 a year versus cable. High speed, high savings. Is cable internet really worth $350 more a year?
It's Ashley Furniture Home Store's 65th anniversary event. Celebrate 65 years of style with $65 deals. TV stands for just $65. Relaxing recliners for just $65. Plus, choose 3 full rooms for only $65 per month. That means this living room plus this bedroom plus this dining room are yours for just $65 per month with no interest till January 2012. You've made us the #1 selling furniture brand in America. Help celebrate 65 years right now at Ashley Furniture Home Store.
When time is of the essence, you want your health care to move as fast as you do. All South Urgent Care, located in the Dothan Pavilion, offers your busy family shorter wait times and appointments are not necessary. With more than 20 years experience in emergency medicine, Dr. Rick Weber and his team provide medical care along with occupational medicine. Whether it's a cough and cold or a broken bone, All South Urgent Care is here for you.
Think of it as a new way to treat the unexpected.
They damage 1 in every 30 homes. Find 1/64th of an inch to get in. And cause more than $5 billion of damage a year. Get to them before they get to you. With the Ultimate Protection Guarantee, only from Terminix. It covers all future termite treatments and damage repairs. Guaranteed. Call or click today to protect your home. Terminix. Power over pests.
Need help with your budget? Go with CenturyTel high-speed internet for only $14.95 a month and save $350 a year versus cable. High speed, high savings. Is cable internet really worth $350 more a year?
In today's For Your Health, the American Cancer Society will be hosting its Diamonds and Denim Affair this weekend. Now, the event will be held tomorrow night from 6 until 11 o'clock at the Stocks Activity Barn at Landmark Park in Dothan. There will be live and silent auctions featuring vacation getaway packages and autographed memorabilia. Those attending will also get a chance to participate in casino games and dance to live music. Tickets are $60 per person, $300 I should say, for a table of 6, and $500 for a table of 10. It is National Sleep Awareness Week, and it's also time for you to spring forward an hour, as Connor just told us, on Sunday. But how can you keep alert and rested despite losing an hour of sleep? Well, Judy Fortin has some tips.
Get ready to spring forward the hands on your clock. It's daylight saving time again, which means we'll be technically losing an hour of sleep. So what does this time change do to us? Plenty. According to the National Sleep Foundation, our work, our social life, even our sex lives are affected by sleep or lack of it. Sleep experts say a time change can alter a person's sleeping patterns, which could cause interrupted sleep, even insomnia. The foundation recommends that all Americans get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep in order to stay healthy. They suggest in the next few days before you change your clock, try to go to bed and awaken 15 minutes earlier each day to adjust to the time change. Also, take a short nap on March 8th in order to help make up for less sleep. But don't take that snooze within a few hours of your regular bedtime. If you still have trouble falling asleep, try using soothing music to help you nod out. And avoid caffeine, nicotine, and alcohol several hours before you shut your eyes. For Health Watch, I'm Judy Fortin.
Well, new technology is changing the way women are screened for breast cancer. It's called digital mammogram. Doctors can now manipulate the image that is seen on a TV monitor. They can change the brightness, contrast, invert the contrast, magnify it, and demagnify it. You can't do that with a one-dimensional breast x-ray. A digital mammogram offers a clearer picture, but a digital image often results in more false positives. Doctors say sometimes x-rays may be just as efficient. A new University of Utah study says women in strange marriages are more likely to suffer high blood pressure and other risk factors for heart disease. Now, researchers looked at more than 300 women married for at least 20 years. They found women in marriages with lots of tension are more prone to depression and metabolic syndrome. That's a cluster of symptoms including a thick waist, high blood pressure, and cholesterol and abnormal blood sugar. Depression is also a known heart disease risk factor. Here's some of the stories we're working on to bring you tonight on News 4 at 6. A Wiregrass jury hands down a verdict in a murder trial. We'll tell you about that tonight. Vanessa?
It's a project that could generate jobs and revenue, but will it have the same controversy as Country Crossing is dealing with right now? Coming up, I'll tell you what Wiregrass County is playing with the idea of electronic bingo.
And we'll talk with a former model thrown out of a talent search program that will have the final installment of Fortune for Fame and other stories tonight on News 4 at 6. Still ahead in this newscast, meteorologist Carter Vernon has a final check on your weather, and some local students hear a Dr. Seuss story from a very special guest. That's next.
4 hostages.
You understand I'm serious now?
One chance to save lives.
One more step and I kill him.
New Flashpoint. Then meet Bailey. She's beautiful, smart, and has no remorse.
Bailey!
You worked on a top secret project.
A machine built to think on her own.
Interrogated?
I'd rather you didn't.
Just how do you stop a murderer who's virtually perfect?
Daniel warned me about people like you.
New numbers after a new Flashpoint. CBS tonight.
I'm Dr. Marnik Searsink of Eye Center South, where our surgeons can not only help you see better, but look better too.
Would you like more youthful-looking eyes? See Dr. Richard Bryant, an oculoplastic surgeon. Your answer to age lines, crow's feet, bags under the eyes, or drooping eyelids. Dr. Bryant's also an expert in brow lifts, Botox, and Restylane. At Eye Center South, how you see and how you look are both important.
Furniture Outlet is having a March living room sale.
I got living room suites, $5.99, $6.99, and $7.99.
These designer quality living room suites come with a sofa and love seat in a variety of colors.
We have recliners at $239, $269, and $299. with free local delivery.
That's at Furniture Outlet on Montgomery Highway between Tri-State Paint and Davis Tire.
Come see us at the Furniture Outlet where we sell quality furniture for less.
Illegal bingo machines. They're taking in millions, but don't pay a dime in taxes. The Sweet Home Alabama plan now before the legislature will shut down illegal bingo and create a statewide commission to regulate and tax legal bingo proceeds. That's more money for better schools and health care without raising our taxes. And most important, it lets the people of Alabama decide the bingo issue once and for all. Sweet Home Alabama, the plan for our future.
Slocum Elementary School students got a little break from the classroom today. Fourth graders threw a party to celebrate Dr. Seuss's birthday. Now, the party came complete with cake and balloons. Boy, that looks good. And even the Cat in the Hat stopped by. The party wraps up the week-long nationwide program encouraging elementary students to read. Parents also decorated many of the classroom doors with Dr. Seuss's themes. In addition, News 4 sports director Brad Sherwood spent part of his day with the kids. He read them Dr. Seuss's first book entitled "And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street."
Way to go, Brad. Clear and mild. Fog after 2 o'clock in the morning, and then sunny and warmer tomorrow, meaning 78. We were in the mid-70s a day, but look at the warm-up we have as this is the spring forward weekend.
All right, thanks a lot. That'll do it for us. Thanks for being here. The CBS Evening News is next. Remember, you can always get your latest local news at WTVY.com. We'll see you back here at 6.
Tonight, the president